Let's use that.
No.
Let's go.
Hello, Jasmine. Hello, Andres.
Hey, Hugo, how's it going, man?
Google.
What's wrong with you guys? All right. We're all a bit...
Sleep deprived.
yeah.
Something's in the air right now.
Dizzy,
I don't know what it is, man.
Dizzy. Ooh, we should eat brownies.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Watcheando. Ooh.
It sounds like you're going moo.
Yeah, but that's because our mascot's a cow, so it's fine.
Oh, yeah?
Not.
And for this month, it's a cow wearing a little sheep.
Yeah.
So it's a ghost cow.
It's Slashoween here
Nice.
at this podcast.
Yeah.
We're watching classic slasher films from the 70s and 80s. Yeah. So, what did I write? Oh, okay. So the general premise of the whole podcast is that we're watching movies.
This is a movie watching podcast, by the way.
It changes every episode to episode. So, all that out of the way. Andres, what movie are we watching?
We're watching Child's Play.
Everyone has a birthday they'll always remember.
Can we open my presents now, Mommy? A good guy! I knew it! I'm Chucky.
He's something, isn't he?
This is Andy's.
Time for bed, Andy. Good night, baby.
Good night, Aunt Maggie. Good night, Chucky.
Spoilers, of course. All right, so Child's Play is directed by Tom Holland. You know, Spider-Man.
That Tom Holland, yes.
Tom Holland, yes. The screenplay is by Don Mancini, John Cario, and Tom Holland. The story is by Don Mancini. It stars Brad Dourif
Bradley Cooper.
as Charles Lee Chuck. You know, that's the actual like human guy. And then the voice of the doll is John Franklin. And they have him as Walkabout Chucky. It also stars Catherine Hicks, Chris Sarandon, and Alex Vincent. It was released on November 9th, 1988. Why November, you know? Like, that's like a week after Halloween. It was released.
Because this isn't a Halloween movie, man. It's a family movie, so it's perfect for Thanksgiving.
For Thanksgiving, yeah. It was made on a budget of $9 million. And it grossed $44.2 million.
Nice.
It was nominated for...
Nominated?
At the Saturn Awards. You know the Saturn Awards?
No.
It's by the Academy of Sci-Fi, Fantasy, and Horror Films.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was nominated for Best Actress, Best Horror Film, Best Writing, there you go, and Best Performance by a Young Actor.
Okay.
And it won for Best Actress for Catherine Hicks.
Wow.
What won Best Horror Movie that year? Do you know?
I don't. You want me to Google it real quick?
Yes.
Saturn Awards.
It's important.
Here we go. Best Fantasy Film was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Best Horror Film,
I love that.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah. 100%.
Halloween 4 was also nominated.
4?
Yeah, and Nightmare on Elm Street 4 as well.
4?
And Hellbound Hellraiser 2.
2? Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting year for movies, guys.
Yeah.
Horror movies.
The Land Before Time was nominated for Best Fantasy Film.
Oh my gosh.
So was Big.
Do you guys remember The Land Before Time?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, you were too little. I remember.
Yeah.
That was very sad.
It has a 71% Rotten Tomatoes, 63% audience score. The consensus reads, Child's Play occasionally stumbles across its total tightrope of comedy and horror, but its genuinely creepy monster and some deft direction by Tom Holland makes this chiller stand out on the shelf.
Ha ha. Is it the toy?
I didn't get that one. Yeah. So we picked this movie out of a hat last week.
Yeah.
After we watched Friday the 13th. So, Andres, you're kind of the horror movie guy.
Right?
Yeah. So had you seen this movie before?
Not this one, no.
No. So what's your experience with this franchise?
I think I've only seen Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky, and I also watched the remake of Child's Play that came out last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that, and that's
Nice.
about it.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a kid, though, I've always been pretty terrified of Chucky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You too.
Yes.
Is that your experience with this?
I think I've seen almost. I haven't seen the 2019 one, but I have seen the Bride of Chucky and the Seed of Chucky.
Really? You saw
Yeah.
both of them
Yeah.
when you were a kid?
Yeah, I watched when I was a
Maybe.
kid.
Like I know, like high school. Was that kid? I don't know.
And you weren't scared? Were you scared of the movie?
No, they're not particularly scary. Do people like die?
And those ones, I think so. But those ones, I remember them being like super silly.
Yeah.
Like they're very over the top. Like the Seed of Chucky, the way they have the kid is pretty ridiculous premise
Yeah.
because they're dolls, you know.
Yeah. How do they have the kid?
They have
Turkey
to,
baster.
yeah. Chucky like
Yeah.
does his business, and they put it in a real woman.
And the doll comes out.
They put it in actress Jennifer Tilly, who voices.
Jennifer Tilly?
Yeah. Who voices
What have I seen? What that name sounds familiar.
I don't know where you've seen. I've only known her from the Chucky films, but like she also voices the Bride of Chucky.
Let me Google her.
But
real quick.
I didn't find those particularly scary.
Jennifer Tilly.
They kind of have like scary movie vibes.
Yeah. Where it's kind of horror themed, but it's
Yeah.
more of comedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really watched these movies. I was a kid, I was scared of it. I know that. So I never when it was on TV, I just, go to a different room. That's my experience with it. Yeah. Did you guys ever have nightmares about it when you were kids?
I don't remember having nightmares, but I would remember being terrified of Chucky. Was it either Hot Topic or Spencer's always has a Chucky doll?
Really?
Yeah.
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 And
Didn't you have a porcelain doll as a kid?
oh my gosh, I did. I was so terrified. I think did I mention that last week too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I didn't like having her in my room, but I was too afraid of like hiding her in my closet because I thought she'd get mad at me. Because I just put her in a
And then
different
she'd
room.
kill you. And then,
Yes. That's probably because of Chucky.
yeah. So we just watched this together. We usually don't watch the movies together. We usually watch it on our own time, and then we come together to watch. But because this movie isn't available on streaming, really, we had to rent it. I figured it'd be better if we just all watched it together. So, what did you guys think of this movie? What were you expecting from it? Let me ask that first.
I was expecting scary because I was scared, obviously, when I was a child.
Yeah, you screamed a lot.
Yeah, I just like the ambient, and sometimes I was startled, but most of the time I just like. I was
You like the
bored.
mood.
Yeah,
You like leaning into it,
yeah.
makes it funner that
I
way.
wish
That's
it
why you
was-
scream on roller coasters, right?
Oh, that's yeah. It's also the adrenaline, right? Like releases it. Well, anyways.
I mean,
What were we talking?
you screamed a lot.
Oh, I think like the jump scares are okay. Some of them are actually kind of scary. Not scary, but like they catch you off guard.
I mean,
That's what they're
they
supposed
caught
to do.
you off guard.
Well, I'm not used to horror movies, so
Yeah, I'm not used to horror movies either.
well, I don't know what point you're trying to make right. Like at first I thought it wasn't scary, but then I mean it's not scary, but if you're a child, it's terrifying.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's because the kid is like the main
Yeah.
sort of like what's it goal? Like he wants to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think once he started like quote I don't know it's a quote like when he became more human or whatever, I think that's when he started becoming more terrifying looking. And yeah.
That's when he got a receding hairline.
Yeah.
Terrifying, man.
Really weird. Yeah, the really weird detail, by the way.
So he could look more like I don't know.
Like, who's gonna
Like
notice
that.
that other than like guys like me who are? Yeah. And this, what were you expecting out of this movie?
I was expecting it to be very stupid.
Really?
Yeah.
And it wasn't
Yeah,
as
because of the dumb sequels and stuff, right?
Yeah. I knew, like, I never seen this movie, but I knew the way that Chucky gets into the doll was that
chant?
the little chant
Yeah.
thing. I knew of that, and I thought, all right, this is gonna be a stupid movie. It's probably not gonna take itself serious like the rest. And I think this one does take itself more serious than the other ones, but it's still pretty stupid. I had
Yeah.
fun though. I was laughing a lot while we were watching.
Yeah,
It.
it's pretty. I think it leans into the absurdity of like
Yeah.
that's a doll killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I
Well,
was
but like,
expecting.
did he really? Like, he only like technically killed one. Well,
He
I
killed a
guess so.
few people.
I wouldn't count the first kill as
I would.
his kill.
Yeah, I
Which one
would.
was the first kill?
The Maggie?
Yeah.
The girl.
Oh,
The friend.
I mean, yeah, he killed her.
I mean, he hit her with a hammer, and she just flew backward.
Yeah, that's pretty directly his fault. Even though, like if you got hit in the head with a hammer, you'd probably just be like knocked out, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, man, you would. I saw it. It happened here.
And it's based on real life.
It's based in real life. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's based on a true story. Can you believe it? That's an inside joke for us. I guess. Yeah, I don't. I was expecting it to be a bad movie, mostly because the Friday the 13th was bad. I know the sequels aren't like well regarded either, but I was like, how good can this be? I enjoyed it a lot, and it's not. I was expecting the acting to be bad. And it's good. It's pretty good, I'd say. Yeah.
The only weird thing is the kid, and he's a kid, so
Yeah. I mean, he acts creepy, so
I don't
maybe
think,
that was the goal.
I don't know, man.
You don't know? You
I
know
don't
that
think
was
I
the goal?
don't think he was acting that way because they told him, "Hey, act this way." I think they just told him his lines, and he was reading them back really weird. So they're like, "All right, we'll just use them."
That
like
works.
towards like
Yeah.
the second half of the movie, he started being like, maybe it was his first time, but I think he started like
Being
feeling a
better.
bit more natural.
I don't know, cause like he enunciates his words like very like every syllable, and that's why like it kind of feels off. It's like Chucky.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah. It's like Ross from Friends, No.
I don't know, friends.
Yeah. And then the kid like cries at one point.
When Chucky's gonna kill him.
Yeah. And that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah. But the mom, what's her name? Catherine Hicks.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, she's very good. Like it's very exaggerated. Like it's like over the top a lot. It's very Shakespearean.
Sure.
It's like very bolsterous. I don't know what words to use, but it's like very it's very good, really good, theatrical. That's the
Okay,
that's the word I'm
nice.
looking for. Yeah. Yeah. So what you guys like about it?
I guess was it all animatronics?
I don't
Or-
know.
'cause
I
it
thought it was
said-
a puppet.
They said it said puppets. That's pretty impressive. Like
It said puppets in the credits.
yeah, there's like a puppeteers or something. Like it had
Yeah.
like a credit at the Chucky's puppeteers.
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, well that's the credit they deserve.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's part of it. Actually, I don't know. I guess it could have been like manipulated like with a hand. Like you know how they do it with Sesame Street and stuff.
You mean like a hand puppet?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, you think it's like animatronics? I mean,
No, I
like,
think it's like a marionette.
like for the facial features and stuff.
It's a good point. It's a good point. It's a good point.
Because
it's a
like
good point.
CG wasn't really a thing back then, right? Or at all. I don't know.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it
So,
was, but like a
yeah.
movie like this wouldn't use it.
Yeah, so it's I think they did really well in its practical effects.
Yeah,
That was,
yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be as expensive as it was, cause like you see like cars flipping and stuff and like cars breaking,
yeah.
and I thought it was
Explosions.
yeah. I thought it was gonna be like another cheap movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very good, and I don't know. I guess maybe it is animatronic. I mean, I assume like when the body gets burned, that's an animatronic. Like you could see the skeleton. And stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
I don't know. But I thought, yeah, that's probably the best part of the movie. I guess this one actually had a plot too.
Do the other ones not have plots?
Oh, I don't know, but like I was talking about
Friday the 13th.
You know.
Yeah, this does have a story and it has a structure
Yeah.
and it has characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You
the
actually-
bare minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you care about the characters in this?
Just Andy.
Mostly Andy,
Not even the mom?
the mom, and almost the cop. He was almost getting there. I don't know why. Maybe he's just a cool-looking guy.
Was this scary? Do we
No.
talk about that? No.
I mean, now, not at all. But as a kid, I definitely understand why I was scared of this premise. Yeah.
Well, I mean, as a kid, I was scared of everything. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm still scared of most things, but it's not of movies.
Well, I mean, you're not scared of like obvious fictional stuff anymore, right?
Yeah. or
when you're
ghosts,
kids.
you know, or something like ghosts or demons. You know what I mean? Like there's a
Sure.
devil.
Yeah, it wasn't scary. It was
You screamed a few times.
well, it wasn't scary. Like I wasn't like
You're not traumatized.
shaken.
By it. Yeah.
I don't even know if that's what's a scary movie. I feel like
The Conjuring.
yeah, 100%. That one's terrifying. I hate it.
Yeah.
But
That's because
it's
you're.
a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, that's also fiction. That you
But
that it says based
but
on
that
true
one-
story.
I
Yeah,
feel
that
like-
one's real, man.
but I feel like the tone. I don't know. I feel like scary movies now.
Or scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at least so far the ones we've seen of the older slasher movies, they have a very silly tone.
Yeah.
They're very
Yeah.
and very cheesy. Most horror movies now aren't like that. They take themselves a
Yeah.
lot more serious.
I feel like this one's more cheesy on purpose, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Friday the 13th was just like,
not on purpose.
Not
That's
on
just how it
purpose.
was
Yeah.
made.
it's just like, who cares about this dialogue?
Yeah.
yeah. Strip Monopoly, you know, stuff like that. It's at least like it makes jokes. I'm trying to think of jokes. I remember there being jokes.
In what Friday the 13th?
No, in this one.
The doll just saying things probably, double meanings. I don't know. Innuendos? No.
Is there anything? Any of that?
I'm trying to remember. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
But yeah, I think I wouldn't even say it's creepy either.
No.
It's just
Well, it's just too ridiculous. I
Yeah.
think, especially
Well,
like when
yeah.
you see like the hand, like going, it's just a doll hand, and it's like.
But
Yeah.
at the time, this was like, was it scary at the time? I mean,
I don't think so. Well, I mean the Rotten Tomatoes thing said comedy and horror.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it is
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Was it because the guy who made this made Fright Night? Have you ever seen Fright
With
Night?
the vampire?
Yeah. Well,
No.
there was a remake a few years ago right, with Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
He's gonna say
Farrell?
first, weren't you?
With Farrell. Colin
From
Farrell?
Colin Farrell, yeah.
Who's Colin first? Oh.
The guy you
the
like,
British guy.
your crush.
I thought it, what's the other Colin? No, that's Will Ferrell.
That's the one.
That's yeah. All right. Well, he made the original one, and that's also like a sort of like cheeky comedy sort of
Okay.
thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's like
Okay.
his thing. Yeah.
Yeah. With this one, I feel like I don't know. This one's younger. Is that the right? Than Friday the 13th, right? I guess we'll compare this later. But I feel like Halloween and Friday the 13th have very distinct scores, right?
And this doesn't.
I didn't notice anything.
Yeah, I mean it has a horror score,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Memorable.
Memorable.
Yeah,
It's not like the synths in Friday the 13th.
exactly.
Yeah. I think,
And you know, both Jason and Michael Myers have their own theme.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Chucky has one like at all ever.
No.
But even out of all, like, I don't know, the review you read said monsters, right? I don't necessarily know.
He's a
Are
great
they considered
monster.
monsters? What would you consider these fellas? Like Leatherface,
Villains?
The slashers.
Slasher.
Villains.
Yeah, they're the slashers.
Out of all of them, like Chucky's the least.
I think Chucky is absolutely the lamest of
The least
all the
threatening.
slashers.
Hey, he's so well. Like, okay, so he's supposed to have like the physics of a doll, right?
Right?
And he's thrown around so easily.
Right?
So
I don't understand.
It's
Like when
gonna
he's
overtake
choking
him,
that
right?
guy at the end, why doesn't he just grab him? And,
Yeah.
I
Well-
mean, he doesn't even have a head. Like, he's down two limbs.
Yeah.
ahead?
Yeah.
And like I understand like why the biting hurts because it's probably like hard plastic, so you know that hurts. I
Yeah.
understand why that hurts, but like, why would anything else like unless he's holding like a weapon, which they constantly like grab him when he's not holding a weapon, and then they just decide to throw him away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand. They could just throw him out a window, or into the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's that part when she like turns on the fire,
Mhm.
and then instead of throwing him in the fire, she like throws him the opposite.
The
Yeah.
opposite side.
With
Yeah.
the kitchen, with all the knives.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think makes Chucky like a contender with like the other guys, who I feel like are more, even as adult, I would say they're more horrifying? Do you think it's just because he's silly?
I was just thinking because it's a box office hit.
That's it?
Yeah, it was just popular when it came out. You
Yeah.
know, I think
Okay.
that's the reason why.
It's a popular franchise.
Yeah.
Do you know if the newer movie
Made
was
money?
successful? Yeah.
Let me see.
So are they? Was it just a reboot to be a reboot, or they're
It was
trying to do
a-
like a Halloween thing where they're gonna try and like? Okay, so we're
It
talking
was
about
just a
this
reboot
with
for
the
a reboot.
Halloween stuff because I feel like I read somewhere somebody told me that the storyline's irrelevant, right? They're like changing it up or something.
For what? For Halloween?
Yeah. Or did I read it somewhere?
Isn't Halloween the sequel to the original Halloween?
Yeah.
It's like
The new Halloween is a sequel to the original, and it's disregarding all the other sequels.
It's a
Wild.
soft reboot.
Yeah.
It's like Terminator. It's like basically every Terminator is all like, every new Terminator is like, only 1 and 2 matter, and then this is the third one.
Hmm.
You know, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. It made $44 million. What was its budget?
You said 9 something.
No, that was the original.
Oh. That's how much it was like. That was the budget, 44?
$9 million was the original budget, and it made made
Oh, okay.
like 45. Yeah.
What
Let
about
me see.
the 2019 one? I'm sure a lot of people saw it because generally like horror movies make their
Yeah.
budget, right?
It had a $10 million budget.
10
So
million?
yeah, I mean, it,
Okay.
yeah, pretty relatively.
Yeah, like I feel like we all know Chucky just because he blew up, not because he's actually scary or like. I don't know. I mean, what makes him iconic?
I don't
The
see
fact
anyone
they blew
dressing up as Chucky.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
sexy Chucky.
What?
All right. I
mean,
guess
there's
there's
a
sexy everything, huh?
Yeah,
Is there a sexy Jason?
probably.
Nice.
There's a figure of him. I want to buy it.
Wow.
With
Of
like
her,
a-
I guess I
with
should say.
a bikini body or something.
Ripped up clothes and everything.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
There's probably porn parodies with this, huh?
Oh,
I just,
of
I just realized.
everything.
I just realized. Yeah.
Just it all comes back to porn, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks like a normal studio movie.
Yeah.
It's not like a cheap little thing like Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep dogging that film, you know.
What? Me? Am I far away?
I'm gonna. No,
Oh.
I didn't. What?
So just we really did not like Friday the 13th, huh?
No.
I think I will. It was fine.
Friday the 13th?
It was kind of boring.
Yeah.
This is entertaining.
This is yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun watching this.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
not have fun watching that one.
Yeah, like
especially because the fact that I watched it alone too. Like maybe that amplifies that we watched this one together.
And we can make jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that probably amplified it a bit.
Yeah. I could say that this one at least moves.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
pacing is
Like, there's a
lot.
pace,
Things
you know?
things are happening.
Yeah. And it's short too, right? Yeah.
I mean, it's
nice and short.
It's shorter than Friday the 13th, no?
Yeah.
And I feel like the first 45 minutes of Friday the 13th dragged on so much. And like
Yeah.
it did
Yeah.
and it did nothing.
At least this one like starts off with like a bang.
Yeah.
It starts off with like that chase scene in the.
Well, I guess Friday the 13th starts off with a bang.
Yeah. I mean, it's like they get stabbed and it's like, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not like,
yeah.
Like they get shot here and.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a question I have. So the guy is, what is he? The guy.
Serial killer.
He's not a serial killer. Is he?
Yeah, he was the something strangler.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought he was just like a robber in the beginning.
No, they had something.
The cop
strange.
guy calls him the something strangler. The
Ah.
location, wherever they're at,
All
strangling.
right. If he doesn't strangle anyone, he does try, right?
He tries strangling that guy at the end.
And
Oh,
then I
and the
guess
cop
that-
in the car.
Oh,
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. He's a strangler.
I feel like
Apparently.
his preferred method is probably with a knife, though, right?
Well,
Yeah,
he's
like
a
that's what I
slasher,
know
right?
him as
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
with a knife.
stabbing people.
Yeah.
Why don't they just call him like,
The slasher.
yeah,
Yeah.
the slash thing? Yeah.
That episode terrified me as a child.
That's a good episode. There.
About
I like the remake. You guys should watch that one. I
Is
think
that-
it's fun.
Is that better than this?
Yeah, I think so. As
Really?
a film, maybe
Wow.
not as fun because this one you can laugh at it and stuff.
Chucky fans are gonna go after you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But Chucky fans are just in the wrong, dude. I don't get it.
Who are Chucky fans?
How can you stand Chucky, man? Explain that to me. But anyways, I like the premise in the new one. It's minor spoilers. Instead of a serial killer in the soul of a doll, it's just because it's set in the future. It's a smart doll that
That's an app.
it's just an app, and like he's programmed to protect and play with the kid. And
Protect.
yeah.
Protect.
And it just goes out of hand. And that's why he starts killing people.
So it's not like a sentient being?
I mean,
Or is it like...
AI can be sentient, right?
I have
Maybe.
no idea.
I don't know. He seems pretty sentient in the movie.
Nice. And it's Mark Hamill, right? Does
Yeah.
he do a good... Does he do like basically like impression of this?
No, I think he's his own twist on it. So I don't think he's like trying to mock this one because he stays playful the whole time. He's never angry.
Wow. That would be scary.
Yeah, I like it better.
Yeah. Like if
I like that version better.
if you're about to get stabbed by something that was like, hello, you know, that sort of like, come and play with me.
Is there a receding hairline at all?
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
an
remember
important
that
question.
ever being a thing
I
in
don't
that one.
think so. He doesn't pay attention to hairlines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, one cool thing is, this movie had 3 writers, right? The main writer, Dom, whatever his name was. I don't remember his last name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go. You're
Yeah,
the
I have my
facts
notes
guy.
real quick.
Dom, something with an M.
Dom Mancini.
Yeah. He has written all the sequels to this movie, too.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. And then I read online that he was never aware of the reboot happening.
Yeah.
Because he still had plans to keep the series going.
Yeah.
So when he found out that was happening, he got pretty upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they said that this is just gonna be like, off.
Yeah, it's his own thing. But he
Yeah.
was still like,
What are you doing?
yeah, like,
I mean, those movies are just straight to DVD anyway, so it doesn't matter.
maybe to him, dude, it's like you guys are mocking his legacy, though. This is his masterpiece.
Fan fiction.
I know, because I know like the voiceover actors are the same throughout all the movies as well, right? Throughout the
I
sequels,
think
yeah.
so.
So like they don't do much outside of that, so that's like keeps them
Huh.
employed
Mm,
and stuff. Yeah. Is there even a sequel plan for the new one?
not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, so I think he's fine.
Yeah. It was just a fun
yeah,
little reboot.
Yeah.
It was fun. I liked it.
Yeah. And what did you guys not like about this? There we go. Let's-
I
Okay.
didn't like how it wasn't scary and how there wasn't it wasn't as bloody as I thought it'd be.
It's pretty. I mean, like there's that one scene where he like stabs the voodoo doll, and then
Yeah, and the guy starts bleeding a lot. But that was it, man.
Yeah.
For horror movies from the past, I expect a little more.
Yeah,
Hmm?
I was kind of tamed with the kills.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it was like trying to restrain itself, show some restraint. Yeah. And yeah, go on.
I think my 2 biggest complaints for this movie is that I just personally am not a fan of Chucky's design. Don't like it. Don't think he's scary. And I just really don't like that this doesn't have a cool score. I think horror movies with cool scores are like what I think of when I think about older horror movies.
Right.
Cause like, I don't know.
Is this like the out of our lineup? It's the youngest. I don't know if that's the right one.
The youngest one.
Latest one?
Yeah. The one.
I think so,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I think so.
Because this
Yeah.
is at the end of the 80s.
Yeah.
they-
It's like close to the 90s.
Is there a
basically.
point where you think they stop having distinct scores? Like, well, does the Scream franchise have a distinct score?
No, does it? don't
I
it does.
think, not distinct, but I think they like,
There's something, right?
I think they have synth too,
Really?
don't they?
I thought it was an orchestra.
Is it an orchestra?
never seen
I
it.
think they have something though.
I've never seen it.
I think they have something at least. Like Chucky, I feel like they didn't have anything.
Yeah. Wes Craven did Scream, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Wes Craven, I don't think he ever used synth, did he?
I don't
Halloween,
know.
he did Halloween. Does Halloween have synth?
What's that one instrument that makes that really high pitched sound in the main song?
I don't know.
Is that a synth or is that piano? I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I don't know what he uses.
Yeah. Anyway,
But
yeah,
either way, he makes great scores.
he's dead.
Who?
Wes Craven,
When?
in 2015.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I think I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, the last Scream movie he did was Scream 4. Yeah. Yeah, this movie is just fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's fine.
It's fun.
we're getting up
I had a
there,
good
right?
time.
It
We're
was
getting up there.
bad.
It was
nuts.
bad, and like I wish it was more aggressively bad.
Yeah,
Like,
I
that's-
think would we have enjoyed it more if it was aggressively bad? I think
Yeah.
it was fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't watch it again.
No.
I don't think so.
I'd probably watch the later ones.
I
Not
rented it for $4. I don't think it was worth it.
much. It was worth half of that, probably.
Yeah, probably. It's probably increased in price because of the season we're in, but
Spooky season.
spooky, yeah.
Well, the 2019 one is free if you have Prime, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, watch that one instead. Don't rent this one.
that's that's a nurse recommendation. Yeah, yeah, this was fine. It's a fine movie. At least they tried, you know.
Yeah.
Like at least there was effort put into
Yeah.
it. That's what I was gonna say. There was actual like effort put into like making this into an entertaining movie. It wasn't just a cash grab. There was some artistry, some craftsmanship involved. You know, because obviously like Don Mancini,
Mancini.
obviously
Machete.
like, cares about this
Apparently, yeah.
series. Yeah. So you know, he obviously put it. Apparently, like he started writing it in when he was still in college in film school. I just read a quick thing about how this didn't test well with audiences, but they decided to release it anyway.
Interesting.
And they wanted to change stuff, but then the filmmakers were like, "No, we're not changing that" or something.
Mm.
I didn't read all of it, but you know, they had a vision. They stuck with it. They weren't. It wasn't just a quick trying to get into the moment. Because at this point, like the slashers were already like weighing
Dying.
off, right?
Yeah.
I imagine you're the horror expert.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, you know, they stuck with their guts and it worked. I mean, they made money off of it and they made a franchise. So yeah, it was a good movie. It was a, fair movie. It was a fine movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have anything else to add?
No.
I don't think so, yeah.
Great.
Let's
would you guys,
score.
Yeah,
What
what
you
would you
guys
guys
give
rate it out of 10?
Um.
I've been trying. I want to do thumbs up, thumbs down, like Roger Ebert, but then I get curious about what you guys would rate it. Yeah. So, what would you guys rate it?
7.
It's a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Yeah, I'd give it a thumbs up too.
Oh, thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
I think probably like a 6, maybe 6.5.
Yeah, I'd probably give it like a 6 too.
Actually, I'd give it a forget
Strong
that.
10? That's wild, dude.
Wow.
I'd give it like barely a thumbs up.
Like, good job, good try.
You did it.
You did.
They did it.
Congratulations.
I mean,
It worked for some people, obviously. Like, it's a popular series.
Yeah.
Just didn't. I mean, it worked enough for me. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Are you a fan of any particular franchise? Well, Friday the 13th, right?
Of the horror ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Friday the 13th is the only one that I've seen of these big horror ones, I think.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of the bad Halloween sequels, but I've been wanting to try them out.
You mean like the Rob Zombie one?
Oh, no. Well, because Rob Zombie's another reboot. That one, the first Rob Zombie Halloween is just a direct retelling of the first Halloween. Well, not direct. He has
It's
his
just
own.
like a
stuff in-
remake. It's like a remake.
It's a remake.
Wow.
It's weird because like the beginning's a remake, and then like the last half is almost an exact exact movie. Like he didn't change anything from that point on.
Huh.
It's the exact movie again.
Hmm.
I don't recommend it. I think I just don't like Rob Zombie movies. I haven't seen a lot, but from what I've seen, I just do not like them at all.
I was gonna watch House of a Thousand Corpses, and I was like, I don't know if I can, because I saw that one scene where they're like robbing the clown.
Yeah,
and it's so like, it's like if a 13-year-old wrote it, and it's like I don't know if I can sit through that.
yeah.
Go on, Jasmine.
I've heard this name. But
Rob
you guys
Zombie.
are saying
He's
bad
a
things?
musician.
Oh,
That also makes movies,
Yeah,
horror
something,
movies.
yeah.
and they're bad?
Usually. yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen what's the one he did, like Lord of Salem or something?
Haven't seen it.
No, apparently it's all right.
Really?
Apparently,
Is he like?
I mean not critically, but like in the horror world.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. I remember I saw an interview with him. He's all like, if you use stuff that's already outdated, it won't be outdated anymore because it's timeless. And what? Yeah.
I saw him live once.
How is he?
I don't know. I don't really like his music either.
All right. Yeah. It sounds, yeah. So next week, we're going to be watching a genuinely great movie, I'd say. Nightmare on Elm Street. So you could follow the podcast at Watcheando Movie. You could follow Andres at Andy030 on Twitter. That's both on Twitter. And then me and Jasmine are out of, we don't have social media. All right. So thank you. Thanks for listening. Make sure to check out the other episodes of Slasherween. You know. So yeah.
Yeah. Good night. I love you.
And there's nothing innocent about child's play.